Here is some combinations of arts coming from India, Cambodia, China, Thailand, and many others. Now, everybody, just a quick reminder, right? But only outside of the museum and one. Thank you very much. Now, everybody, let's all kind of proceed over.
ਸੋ ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ ਗਾਇਸ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਪਟਾਇਆ 'ਚ ਨੌਂਗ ਨੌਚ ਵਿਲੇਜ। ਰੈਡੀ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ, ਬ੍ਰੇਕਫਾਸਟ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ, ਕੈਬ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਿਕ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ। ਹਲਕੀ ਹਲਕੀ ਬਾਰਿਸ਼ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਅਸੀਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜਰਨੀ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ, ਤੇ ਬਾਕੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰਸਤੇ 'ਚ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਫਿਰ ਆ ਜਾਓ।
ਮਾਰਵਲਸ ਆਰਕੀਟੈਕਚਰ ਆ, ਮਤਲਬ ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਪਿਓਰ ਵੁੱਡ। ਕੋਈ ਨੇਲਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤਾ, ਵੁੱਡ ਕਾਰਵਿੰਗ ਹੈ ਐਗਜ਼ੈਕਟਲੀ। ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨੇਲਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ, ਯੂ ਨੋ, ਡਿਫਰੈਂਟ ਸਕਲਪਚਰਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ। ਐਂਡ ਮਤਲਬ ਦੇ ਹੈਵ ਟੇਕਨ ਅ ਲੋਟ ਆਫ ਕੇਅਰ। ਈਵਨ ਟੂਰਿਸਟ ਵੀ ਅਗਰ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਾਫੀ ਬੀਚ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਹਿਊਮਿਡ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ, ਸੋ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਵਾਈਡ ਯੂ ਵਿਦ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਗੇਅਰਸ ਆਲਸੋ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਤਾਂ ਕੰਸਟਰਕਸ਼ਨ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਹਜੇ ਵੀ, ਰੈਨੋਵੇਸ਼ਨ। Secondly, they give you umbrellas also because it is very बहुत ज़्यादा धुप्प हैगी है। So and जो guide है, guide भी काफ़ी audible सीगा। They had that speaker thing with them. Usually ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ tour ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ guides ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ, but the guide you know had that equipment, ਉਹਦੇ ਕਾਰਨ we were able to listen। तो सारा कुछ एंड सारा जो भी इट इज़ बेस्ड अपॉन जो बुद्धा के लाइफ प्रिंसिपल सीगे कि लाइफ नू जिन्ना सिंपल जियोगे, जिन्ना ईजी जियोगे, उन्ने अगे जाओगे। एंड असी मैं तो रविंदर यही गल कर रहे थे कि शायद थाईलैंड के पीपल दैट इज़ वाई दे ग्रो, इट इज़ बिकॉज दे फॉल अपॉन द प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ बुद्धा।
फॉलो करते मतलब ਉਹਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟਰੂਥ ਆਫ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਪ੍ਰਿੰਸੀਪਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਨਾ, ਸਾਰੇ ਉਹੀ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਉਹਦੇ ਅਰਾਊਂਡ ਹੀ ਪੂਰਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ। ਮਤਲਬ ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਫਸਟ ਇੰਸਟੈਂਸ ਲੱਗੇਗਾ ਕਿ ਮੰਦਿਰ ਹੈ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਐਂਟਰੀ ਵੀ ਉਸੇ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕਲੋਥਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਅਪ ਟੂ ਦਾ ਮਾਰਕ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ, ਨੀ ਕਵਰ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ, ਆਮ
ਲਾਈਕ ਆਈ ਵਾਜ਼ ਵੇਅਰਿੰਗ ਅ ਸਾਈਕਲਿੰਗ ਸ਼ੋਰਟ, ਸੋ ਆਈ ਵਾਜ਼ ਨਾਟ ਅਵੇਅਰ, ਬਟ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਅਗਰ ਕੋਈ ਟੈਂਪਲ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਵਿਜ਼ਿਟ ਹੋਈ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਸ਼ੱਕ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਬੋਲਨ ਆਊਟਫਿਟ ਤੋਂ। ਬਟ ਦੇ ਆਲਰੇਡੀ ਹੈਡ ਦੇਟ ਗਿਵਨ ਅ ਸਕਾਰਫਸ ਟੂ ਕਵਰ ਯੋਰ ਲੈਗਸ ਐਂਡ ਐਵਰੀਥਿੰਗ ਵਿਚ ਯੂ ਗੈਟ ਫॉर 200 ਬਾਟ ਐਂਡ ਦੈਨ ਯੂ ਰਿਟਰਨ ਬੈਕ ਐਂਡ ਯੂ ਗੈਟ ਦ ਮਨੀ ਆਲਸੋ ਬੈਕ। ਸੋ ਦੈਟ ਵਾਜ਼ ਗੁੱਡ ਐਂਡ ਮਤਲਬ ਕੋਈ ਟਰਬਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਲੋਥਿੰਗ ਕਾਰਨ। ਵਰਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਡਰ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਹੁਣ ਲਾਈਕ ਜਾਣ ਕੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਪੁੱਟਣੇ ਪੈਣੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਕੁਛ ਨਾ ਕੁਛ ਲੈਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ, ਬਟ ਇਟ ਵਾਜ਼ ਫਾਈਨ। ਐਂਡ ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਮੂਵਿੰਗ ਟੂਵਰਡਸ ਦੀ ਨੌਂਗ-ਨੌਚ ਵਿਲੇਜ। ਦਿਸ ਵਨ ਵਾਜ਼ ਦੀ ਸੈਂਚੁਰੀ ਆਫ ਟਰੂਥ ਐਂਡ ਮਿਊਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਕਾਈਂਡ ਆਫ ਇੱਕ ਕਾਫੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਏਰੀਆ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈ ਨਾ, ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਜ਼ਰਵ ਟਾਈਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ। ਇੱਥੇ ਕਾਫੀ ਬਰਡਸ, ਹਾਂ ਬਰਡਸ ਪੁਰਾਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਲਾਈਕ ਕੋਈ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਛੇੜਦਾ। ਉਹਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਹੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜਾ ਅੱਛਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ,
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬੀਚ ਦੇ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਆ।
Let's show them the view from that side. Like we are sitting here and beach is right across there. So सारा beach accessible है.
चलिए next location पे. So guys, we are now at the Century of Truth. अंदर जाते जाते कपड़े नहीं सही कहते, ਰਹਿਣਾ ਸਹਿਣਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦਾ।
ਕਿੰਨੇ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗੋਡੇ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਕੱਢਣ ਨੂੰ?
ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਚੱਲਦੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਆ ਕੀ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਕਿਤਾਬ ਆ। ਵੀ ਕਰਤਾ ਅਗਲੇ ਨੇ ਸਿੱਧਾ बिहार तो लेबर
बनाता है ना,
मिस्त्री
कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट पे वो पहला लाचा पवाता
this area of air. Pillars in total, and no metal nails were used after cutting. But we used metal nails, right? Just temporarily for the sculptures in place while we install it inside and then outside of the museum, everybody. Now I want to talk about the seat over here, just in front of the table right here. For in here, I will show you the outline, and that area I will show you a picture and tradition. That's what it is for the right farmers, everybody. The past and the past people, they are the farmers. This is what I'm talking to you a while ago. Now we call this one, everyone, is the red corner over there. We are now on our way to see the most famous spot here inside the St. Clair Jeep Museum, everybody. We're taking pictures. So everyone, let's all kind of proceed over here. Wow. And also everybody, please be careful when walking down at this area. We have uneven rocks. You might stub your toes on them, and it's a little bit painful, everybody, based on my experience. So please watch over your steps, everyone. Now everybody, let's all kind of proceed right here. Because this one right here is what we call as the Singha Banchorn, also known as the Royal Balcony. Now this one is used for granting audience on people for special occasions. Now surely after the tour, everyone, if you post upstairs, you'll definitely look like a royalty in your Instagram, Facebook, or any other social media accounts. But there's always a catch to everything. Because if you will be posting upstairs, then we'll be taking pictures of you right down here. Now everybody, no ma'am, sorry, cannot be me. Now everyone, if you have friends, families, or partners with you, discuss it with them as to who will be the one to become the royalty above, and who will be the camera person taking pictures of you right down here. So first everybody, let's all kind of see that this side over here, top and top. Let's all kind of see over at this side over here, everybody. Thank you. Alright. Okay. Now everybody, over here at the top right hand corner, we can see Indra riding the three-headed elephant called Erwan. Now everyone, that represents the key characteristics of a good leadership, which is to avoid saying, avoid thinking, and avoid doing negative stuff. Now on top of Indra over there, everybody, we can see the four faces of Brahma. which represents the four states of mind, which is sympathetic joy, loving kindness, equanimity, and compassion. Now everybody, let's all kind of head towards the stairways right here, so that finally we can now enter the museum, everybody. And also everyone, for the ball of the palace, let's all kind of fold them, everybody, and then drop them up the boxes inside the stairways over here. The deep and the human body that makes us all equal, everybody. So everyone, let's start with the first element over here. We have the element of the earth. Now this one right here, everybody, it is a sculpture of animals, plants, and various habitat, which correlates to our body parts of structures and organs, everyone. And also, remember, the next element over here we have is the water. Now this one right here, it is a sculpture of waves and aquatic plants, which represents secretions in our bodies like tears, blood, plasma, and sweat. For the third element over there, everybody, we have is the wind. Not that one there, it is a sculpture of moving plants is raining on the floor, which represents getting hit by the wind. Now this one here correlates our body parts of the air, abdominal air, blood pressure, and breath. As for everyone over here, at the left side, we can see is the fire. Now this one right here, we can see is a sculpture of the dragon right here, and also a fire-breathing Korean right over here, which symbolizes our emotions as well as the digestion that produces body heat. Now everybody wants to understand these truths. We will all realize, everyone, that each and every one of us here, we are all the same. And that each and every one of us deserves same treatment and the same respect as everyone else, as we are all human beings. Now everybody, this one over here is the first part of our tour. Our next part, everyone, will be right around the corner. Don't worry, everybody. Our tour only consists of 20 to 23 minutes inside here. And once it's done, it's now your free time to roam around and stay inside the museum until 6 p.m. But first, let's invite you to the next part. This right over here, everyone. Thank you very much. Welcome to you right over here. And so also, everybody, please be careful in this area. We have a right here. Now, everybody, it's not right, but sometimes it bites people. You are not. And a man, which represents our parents. That indeed hurt to us. Now, everybody, let's all try to look up to the ceilings right over here. Because everybody, the ceilings right here, it refers to as the universe. There's and the beings over here. They are the higher beings, everybody. And then below them are the angels, everyone. I told you about the museum having the actual relics of the Buddha. Over here is the actual relics of the Buddha, everybody. 100% authentic Buddha's relics. Now everyone, the shrine over here, it depicts the concept of we are born to die. And that nobody could escape from death, everyone. Thus impermanence is what defines life. Nevertheless, everybody, we can only leave two imprints in this world. And that's either everybody out of this man over here is look up with Manjushri over here, everyone. And Deva right here. Now everybody, the three of them, they are right evil, who symbolize suppression. A repression of evil defilements using goodness. Well, the next example over here, everybody, at the opposite side, we can see Lao Tzu. Now Lao Tzu, everyone, he is a person who symbolizes harmony with nature, who also balances nature with virtue. Now he saw, everybody, that many people are so enraged to satisfy their own subsisting nature, but once nature is destroyed, it will affect the well-being of us all. For the great example of that, everybody, would be the climate change. Because once the ozone layer breaks, everybody would be affected, everyone. No exemptions. Now for the third example over here, everybody, we also have these Confucius. Now everybody, Confucianism is those who happily adhere themselves to sharing of the society, who respects all rules, customs, ethics, and most importantly, who respects all ancestors. Now everybody, Confucius' main philosophy in life is, do not do things unto others if you don't want others to do things unto you. So it kind of refers to the word karma, everybody. Now everyone, all these people that we can see here, they are people that belong here in Asia. But did you know, everyone, that we also have a great inspiration here in Thailand as well? Now for the next part of our tour, everyone, let's all kind of proceed only here at the left side of the museum, everybody. So everyone, let's all kind of proceed right over here. Kapon Kap. Now everyone, inside the museum, we have 7 points, 7 destinations. Don't worry, right now we are on our way to the 5th one, everybody. Just a few more examples, let's all kind of proceed to the next part, just right over here. Kap. So proceed right here, everyone, thank you. Because everybody, right here, for the next part of our tour, I'd like to ask a question. Does it look kind of familiar to you? Yes? No? Okay, yes for some, no for some, right? Okay. Now everybody, for those of you who doesn't know, you can find him at the back of your 1,000 or 500 bill, everybody. Now everyone, he is the former king of Thailand, King Pulipun Adolyadej the Great, who has sacrificed all of his life just to improve the living quality of his people, who has initiated thousands of development projects which aim to improve the living quality of his country. He also gave directions, everyone, on how to maintain happiness and relieve sorrow by developing communication, education, transportation, and public health services. Now everyone, our former majesty over here and all the people who are carved up the previous room, they are examples of individuals who have left profound things in this world. But that is their life purposes, everybody. Now everyone, on to our next destination. We'll be talking about our own life purposes through stories of short development around the outer walls of the museum, everyone. So everybody, let's start with the nearest one over here. We have is drug addiction. It's a special kind of hell. It takes over our souls and breaks the hearts of everyone they love. Now in this sculpture right here, we can see a sculpture of a mother and a daughter who are walking away from an intoxicated community over here. Because everyone, the mother right here, she believed that if they stayed in this community, eventually everybody, this child over here, she will be able to adapt to the negative behavior of the people around her. Now the only way to protect our children, everybody, and grandchildren, is to be away from the negative influences of life in the first place. Now everybody, for the next example over here, let's come back to see this area right here.
ਬੰਦਾ ਪੁੱਛੇ ਡਰਗ ਐਡਿਕਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਦੱਸਣੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਮਟਨ ਆਏ
ਓਪਨ ਕੈਨਵਸ ਸਟੋਰ ਨੇ
putting our own selves into a good community. Now eventually achieve a better version of yourself, everyone, a version 2.0. And also everybody, you'll be able to think positively in life as well. Now everyone, for the next one over here, let's have a see right here. Now everybody, don't worry, we will be passing from areas time to time because we will turn around the outer walls of the museum. Self-sufficiency is the greatest of all wealth. Now in the sculpture right here, we can see a sculpture of 3 brothers who have planted their own fruits and vegetables. And by the time the harvest arrives, everybody, only they have enough food to last themselves a month. Because everyone in these times nowadays, the system just wants us to keep on spending on our own monies. But the only way to beat the system, everybody, is to be self-sufficient, like the three brothers over here, who doesn't even need to spend a single cent of their money just to have food to eat. Now it goes with the saying, everybody, that effort beats everything. Now I go to the next one over here, that's how I use it on this side right here. Thank you.
ਕਿਸਾਨੀ ਦੇ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਲੈਂਡ ਹੈਗੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਫੂਡ ਖਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਰੋਟੀ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਖਰਚਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੈਂਡ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਲਟੀਵੇਬਲ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਪਲਾਟ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ ਤੇ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇਣ ਦੀ
Needs a little bit of help, a little bit of hope, and somebody who believes in them. Now in this culture right here, we can see a sculpture of parents, everybody, like some of you, feeding their children, giving their children enough resources for them to grow up perfectly. Because one day, everybody, these children over here, they might become the next leaders that will lead the society. Now everyone, if you don't stop believing in what your children will achieve in this life, eventually everybody, your children over here, they might be able to unlock their full potential and become the person that you want them to become in the near future. So don't give up on your children, everyone. And don't lose hope on them. Now everybody, this one over here, we have this one. A real life partner. Exception A. Now everyone, for the out of view here, it picture what our society would look like if we all remain ignorant. On the inner column over here, everybody, it would show what our society would look like if we all follow the 5 principles of life. So everyone, let's start with the first column over here. We have a society full of rudeness and pride, everybody. Now everyone, in this society over here, we can see down here a woman who is participating in a bullying activity right over here. Now everybody, this man over here, they can fight back because she's taking advantage of the fact that she is a woman. And that man can't hit women. Above here, everybody, we can see a man who is choking the woman, strangling the woman, forcing the woman to do the things that he wants. Now this one here shows a rudeness behavior towards the opposite gender, everybody. But if we look at the opposite side over here, we can see a society full of humility and modesty. Where in this society over here, everyone, we can see here male or female, who are lining up with the nobility above to pay for their respect and their worship. Now everyone, what you can see over here is the traditional Thai way of greeting. And what we do here is we pour the two. Now everybody, welcome here to the last part of our tour. For in here, we will be talking about the most important part, everyone, and that is the family, everybody. Now everyone, the family, it is the first institution that nurtures our bodies and our souls. Our religion and character through upbringing. Because what kind of person we grows up depends entirely on our family right over here. Now everybody, the family sculpture right here wants us all to be reminded of what our parents have done for us. And then, they can look back at us. Like what have we done for them in return? And if we are a parent, everybody, have we fulfilled our duties to our children right over here? Now everyone, the family sculpture over here, it does not only consist of parents and siblings, but also everybody, the people that we love and treat like a real family to us. It's where we feel safe, everyone. Now everybody, I want you all to take off your helmets just for a bit. For in here, we'll be looking at the floating sculptures above, everybody. Now everyone, these floating sculptures right here, they are the reminders of the duties of the parents towards their children. So everybody, let's start with the first one over here. We have is giving birth and adopting them. Now the next one over here is raising them up. The third one over here, everybody, is providing education. Now the fourth one over here is teaching them how to be a good person. Now the fifth one right here, everybody, is safeguarding them, protecting them from every evil in the society. Now the sixth one over here is choosing a career suited to their preference and their aptitude. Now the seventh one right here, everybody, is supporting your child's partner. Everybody, don't fight with your in-laws or future in-laws, alright? Because your child's partner, they are their better half. We gotta accept them as well. We don't want to break their hearts. Now the last one over here, everybody, is securing financial stabilities for their future. Because everybody, we don't know what will happen to us in the future. And we don't want to leave our children unguarded on finance in this broken yet happy world. Now everybody, at the left side over here, we can see the founder, Mr. Lek Buriapan, and also the right side over there, everybody, this is wife, Miss Prabay Buriapan. Now everyone, before I let you go, I want to give you one last thing, but it's on upstairs, everyone. But don't worry, everybody, it only takes 2 minutes. And once we arrive upstairs, I'm also going to tell you additional information on how to have wonderful photos both outside and inside the museum. Just 2 minutes, everybody. That's all I love upstairs, everybody.